my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. So, you've done this before, you know the routine. Just don't forget, it's not an exact science. You got to think outside the box a little bit. So we'll see what Elvis has got going on today. He's walking in, carrying the end of a garden hose. He's trying to spray me. He's spraying it around. He likes that backyard. He really likes that backyard. It seems like he's always puttering around the backyard. Now he's spraying it around the yard. Putting something on the end of the hose, something like would be like a weed killer, or maybe spraying for the Brahmins. Okay, so he's spraying, or could be for bugs. I don't know. Anyway, he's spraying something on the lawn. He put it on the end of the hose. So I don't know if you just recently done this, or he used to do that all the time. He says, "I love you, baby girl." Okay, he comes up behind me, and he's kind of doing this little wiggle dance, and he's going boom chakalaka, boom chakalaka, boom. So he's doing this behind you. You should be able to kind of feel or sense when he's around by now. When you're first in deep grief, which it makes no sense to me, because that's when you really want to hear him or see him or feel him or whatever. It seems like the deep grief kind of blocks it out. And once you kind of ease up a little bit, you should be able to. So if you all of a sudden get little tingles on your back, you know that he's back there going boom chakalaka, boom chakalaka. And now he pushes up against me, up on my whole back, and he says, "Tell her I'm this close. I'm this close." So you should be able to feel that too. And I've probably told you, it might feel like a bubble pushing up against you. You should feel warmth, tingling. Depends on how you feel the energy. He's showing like almost the way he's doing it, and that's on your back. Almost like this is how he thinks you're going to feel it. Almost like a zillion little bugs crawling or something. I don't like it when I feel the bugs crawl. That's the way they do my head when they get too close. It gets itchy, like I have head lice, scratchy, itchy. So I think that's what he's trying to say, that he thinks that's how you'll feel it. He's actually taking his fingernails and rubbing them up and down your back a little bit, real soft. So you could actually feel the fingernails, or could, again, feel like the bugs crawling, but he's doing this. He's trying to soothe you. He's trying to let you know that he's still there. And I know I've told you before, I promise you, he can hear you, he can see you. Sorry, air conditioner guy's coming. Sorry, you could possibly hear some banging because I had to get a new central air furnace put in. It all crapped out right when it's getting hot. Ah! So usually when things happen when I'm doing a reading, it's something that's going to happen to you. So hopefully your central air doesn't go out. He says you've seen him and you've heard him. Maybe you just poo-pooed it, or he says he doesn't think he doesn't think you believe it yet. But you've heard him and you've seen him. And I know I probably told you, you can see them in your peripheral vision. Even when I see them that way, and you turn your head, they're not there. Even I don't see them most of the time when they do that. But you'll see them in the side vision. You'll see going down the hall, something walking by, and you turn your head, and there's nothing there. So you think it's not real, but it is. It is. He says you. Sorry, the dogs are going to bark at the air conditioning guy. He says, when you're laying in bed, that he has laid down next to you and put his. He's showing you laying on your right side. It may not be exact, but sometimes it is. And he's laying up against you, and he has his left arm over the top of you. So you should be able to feel that. Like I said, I don't know exactly how you're going to feel the energy. You could possibly feel the pressure on the bed of him being there. You could feel his arm over, your arm. He says you should be able to feel his warm breath back here. And if that scares you, tell him it scares you, and tell him he's not welcome to do that. I mean, you can tell him, ask him to do things, but you can also tell them, I don't like that. Please don't do that again, but do something else. Or however you want to do it. You should be the boss of your own house, especially your bedroom where you sleep. You can always tell them certain hours they cannot be there. It's totally up to you. It's your choice. He's still saying that one daughter is struggling harder than the other one. One daughter is more mad about him leaving than the other one. I almost feel like one daughter's struggling and the other daughter's mad. More mad than the other one. I can't tell which daughter it is, and I have not been on your Facebook page because I don't like to look at anybody's stuff before I do readings. But he's standing outside the bedroom of one of the daughters, and the door's shut, and he's tapping on the door. She should hear that tapping. He wants permission to come in. And it's the one that's mad. It's like, damn you, Dad, I'm mad at you. Just stay away. I'm angry. So he's asking for permission to come in. She's so mad, she really doesn't want him around even right now. And she may not realize that physically. I mean, she may not realize that's what's going on. I know I may not be explaining that right. I just keep hearing, I'm mad, I'm mad, I'm mad, I'm mad at you. I hate you. Why did you leave? Pretty much a fuck you, Dad. I don't know if he just doesn't feel like he should intrude on this. He needs to let her go through her cycle, or anyway, he's asking for permission from her. So he's tapping on the door. Can I come in? Can I come in? Are you ready yet? The other daughter he's showing, and that's probably the one I've seen before, curled up on her bed in a ball. She's still in tears. That one, he feels free to go in there. She knows that he's in there. She may not have accepted it yet or believe it yet, but she knows that he comes in there. She senses him in there. She smells him. I think she hears him. I can't say that 100%. I won't try to make anything fit. The other one he feels totally blocked out of her room. So he's hoping that she will forgive him, the one that's mad, the one that has the door shut. He's hoping that she will forgive him and allow him in. And it's up to her. It's totally up to her to decide. It's like almost need to let him know. Well, she hasn't forgiven him yet. But like my ex-father-in-law came through in a couple readings asking for me to forgive him. And I told him, no, you were an asshole to me. When I'm ready to forgive you, I will go put a flower on your grave. And it took me a couple more months, and I thought, yeah, I got to let this go. It's not good on me. He did ask for forgiveness. I got to let this go. Am I still angry at him? Yeah, but I forgive him. So it's the only reason I'm telling that is this is kind of like the same thing. You can still be mad at him, but you need to forgive him because it really wasn't his fault. We come into this earth with an exit point, and this was his exit point, just around this age. I don't know why it works that way. It just does. I've seen it over and over and over. I couldn't possibly love you any more than I do. He's talking to the mad daughter, and he's talking to you. He said, and that one too, but he said he'll wait patiently for her. He will. That she has to do it for herself. Now, he's walking around the backyard carrying a bouquet of different colored flowers. Just they look like wildflowers. I don't see anything in particular. Then sorry, I got just interrupted. The daughter who's laying on the bed crying, he shows the sun, like the sun shining in there, like the sun overhead, like out in the distance, just a little bit. But the one with the door shut, it's still rain cloud over there. So that's, he says she needs a little more help. He's afraid she's going to turn her anger into something not so good for her. Yep, he got real quiet. Okay, he's mentioning something about a job. Job, you and a job. Job. Tell me more. Whatever your job is, and it doesn't have to be a 9-to-5 paper paycheck job. He said, it's okay for now. It's okay for now. You're comfy with it. Cool with it. Oh, good grief. He just put on an Elvis costume like they wear in Vegas. And now he's dancing around. He's got the hair. He's got the white costume on. He's got a microphone. And he's singing to you. Oh, I've got goosebumps. Oh, I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see my hair standing straight up on end. Oh, probably not. Probably not. I don't think I could even get close enough. And on my legs too. Good thing I shaved. Hang on. Okay, he's singing Can't. Oh, I still got goosebumps. Man. He's singing Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. He's on one knee. He says, and not for the virus either. He's serenading you. He's reaching for your hand while he's on one knee, and he says, I would do it again. I would ask you to marry me again. And he's singing that song. And I'm getting more goosebumps. Good grief, I don't know how they can get any stronger. I wish you could see them. They're usually not that strong. I'll get them a little bit, but he's really putting the energy out there. Don't make me cry. I want you to know that I would do it over and over and over again, and have done it before. I don't know if you believe in past lives, but you guys have been together in past lives. That's why the connection's so strong. And in past lives, maybe he might not have been the husband, you may not have been the wife. You could have been the husband, he could have been the wife, or brother, sister, or mother, child, or the connections change in every life, so we experience different things. I still have a little trouble wrapping my head around past lives, but it seems to be true. So know that you've been together before and you will be together again. I see 2, so at least 2 more times. He said you're going to stay and you're going to finish learning the lessons you need to learn here. So any mistakes, boo-boos, whatever, they're actually lessons for us. And the ones that hurt the worst are the ones that we learn the most from. So just keep that in mind when something comes along that he says you have to look for the silver lining in every cloud. No matter how hard the lesson, or how hard the experience is, look for the lesson in it. That's what he's trying to get at. Look for the lesson in it. There's always a lesson. He says sometimes you have to wait for the cloud to clear before you can see the lesson. But people really need to look at their experience that way. There's something that you learn from it. Learn to do or not to do. He said he's going to help guide you, asking. And I've probably told you before, asking and then allow. He cannot override your free will choice. None of your guides or angels can override your free will choice. Mine just sit there and go, oh God, Rhonda's doing it again. Why does she keep doing that? Because I have free will choice, I can. It's not what they want me to do. He's talking about horse hair. H-O-R-S-E, hair. He's not saying why. See, on my bed I say hi, and then he wants to high-five him. So, I'm not sure who his bud is that he was really, really close to. He said they were like brothers. I don't know that they were brothers, that they didn't have to be, but they could have that relationship. Felt more like brothers, soul brothers. So know that he could possibly feel him, high-five him. He says you are a blessing to a lot of people, blessing in their life. He said, of course you were for me, but you are a blessing in a lot of people's lives. You're an awesome mother. Even though they can be brats, they respect you very much. They highly look up to you, highly regard you, highly love you. Keep them close no matter how angry they get. And then he's pointing at that one daughter. Don't take it personal. He says eventually her anger will subside and she will use that for good for others. Let her work through it. He's talking about a sheep. Sheep? He said sheep or sheepdog? Sheep. You got a sheep in your backyard? And it could be, and it's going to be a sign too. So you can, like I said, you can see it on Facebook, a billboard in a pasture. Black and white cows are a huge sign for me for my bob, so I'll go, okay. If you're around, I want to see a black and white cow, and one will pop up on Facebook, and usually it'll be a cartoon, make me laugh. Or we can be driving down the road, and I'll be talking to him in my head, and pop over the next hill, and there's a whole herd of black and white cows. It truly works that way. So watch for white sheep. They can be on a shelf in Walmart, on the TV, doesn't matter. Make sure you acknowledge him, validate him, thank him, tell him you love him, ask him to bring you more. Give him permission. Jerked my head up and wanted me to look at my half-black banana sitting on my kitchen counter. Don't know why. Do you ever have black banana sit on your kitchen counter? I was going to eat it today before it gets too bad. Some of the things that they just pop up with, and I go, it makes no sense. It doesn't have to me. It's only for you. Did you recently trip and fall down or almost fall down, like on the sidewalk? Stubbed your toe? I'm not sure why he's showing that. It's his ball game. You have a mother type figure. Doesn't have to be your blood mother. That didn't sound right. Doesn't have to be blood family, but somebody that feels like a mother to you, that's a very big support system for you. He's thanking her. Now he's in a kiddie pool, and I mean a little kiddie pool, like the ones that are like this tall that you have in your backyard. He's out in that backyard again. It doesn't have to be his own backyard, but now he's plopped down in the kiddie pool and he's splashing around in it, just being all silly. Don't know if this is a memory or if somebody's got this little kiddie pool or a pool. Maybe it's just a pool in the backyard, and he's enjoying the hell out of it. He's flopping around like a fish out of water, but he's in water. He is a funny boy. So he's everywhere. He truly is everywhere. Just open up and accept that he is everywhere around you, and you'll start feeling and seeing more things. Don't ask out of like desperation. Just say, hey, show me a sheep. And within 24 hours, it usually doesn't take that long. You'll see a sheep, and then you'll know. Almost every morning, well, not almost every morning, but a lot of mornings, because Bob knows what I want. I had a black and white cow show up on somebody's feed this morning, and I knew it was my sign. It doesn't have to be on my page, but I knew it was my sign. There was a lady actually laying with a huge black and white cow, and she had her feet up on it, singing to it. It was really cool. That's they work that simple. They're really that simple, and we poo-poo them all the time. We don't even realize it. Now he drew my eyes over to a card laying here, wasn't even paying attention to it. It says stay open-minded. So stay open-minded about all that stuff, and it's not the relationship we want, but it's the best that we can have. So it's like starting a new relationship in a different way. So I just accept the relationship I can have because it's the only way I can have it. And he's having me say this about my own experience to try to let you know it is what it is. It's the only way it can be, but you can still have this relationship. It's just different. Now he's talking about, now he's back in your bedroom, but he's talking about the smell of his cologne. They make it hard for me to work. The smell of his cologne. So you should smell that, especially in the bedroom, but you'll smell it other places too. So he's trying to send you out signs. He says eventually you're going to take all these signs and experiences and feelings and knowing he's there and things, and it's going to be really cool because you can say, hey, I'm going for a ride to the grocery store. Get in the car with me. So he says eventually it's going to turn around for you where the signs make you happy instead of crying because you know he's still there. You know he still loves you. So he's working on that. He's working on that, but he's doing it like a laid back, easy, mellow, not pushing it kind of way. He says you're getting there. I'm going to be hanging around whether you want me to or not. Okay, he's going to leave. He says just keep those things in mind. He's showing the one girl that lays on the bed and cries. He's showing her, I don't know if she's got what her hair looks like because I don't look at anybody's Facebook page, but it looks long. And she's pulling it up, and something about, did she have a tattoo on the back of her neck or thinking about getting one? There's something about her pulling her hair up, and I thought, well, maybe she's hot. Maybe you don't have air conditioning like me. But something about the back of her neck. Like somebody's tattooing her or something. Anyway, he says, arrivederci. See you on the flip-flop. I love you. I love all my girls. I was very blessed. Yes, I heard you when I left. Whatever you were saying to him when he passed, he heard you. He wants you to know that. It's like he's catching the words, like he caught them, and he's holding on to them. And I'm okay. I want you to know I'm okay. Okay, just leaving, my dear. Much love to you. Sorry for all the noises. Hopefully they'll be done today and I can get more work done tomorrow. Much love to you. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Thank you for allowing me to be his voice. He's quite a little character. I like him.